Yo, what's good YouTube? It's Toodles, and in today's video I'm going to be showing y'all some of the techs that I use in my videos so that you guys can become the best players at Blue Lock Rivals that you could possibly be. This video is going to be more of a quality over quantity video, as I'm just going to be showing you some moves. If y'all happen to like my content, don't forget to join my Discord server. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because I expose techs that top 1% of pro players use. And as we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. It's free and you can unsubscribe whenever you want. Now let me stop yapping. I hope y'all enjoy this video and let's get into the first tech. Alright, so the first tech on our list is actually going to be the rainbow flick. Now for the rainbow flick, it can be used for multiple things, right? So the main one is obviously just to get like over your enemy, right? But the rainbow flick, you don't have to be moving for it. You can just jump for it. I'd rate this tech, you know, it depends how you use it, but I'd rate it like a 5 out of 10. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I don't use the rainbow flick anymore for the sole fact that it's really easy to be stolen from. You can also extend the rainbow flick like so. If you rainbow flick and dash right after, you can actually regain the ball like so. And bam, you have the ball back now. That's going to be it for the rainbow flick. It's really nothing too crazy. It's a basic flick, but I'm also going to server hop because I'm very laggy. Now that we're in a new server, I'll be moving on to the next tech. The next tech is the most basic one in the whole game, the dribble. You have to use it in the right situations though, otherwise it can be easily punishable. Now with the dribble, if you don't use it right, you know, like I just said, it can be easily punishable. Like you dribble, you have to wait a long cooldown before you can use it again. Obviously the best tech in the game as of now, well, I'd say it's the second best because I'm about to get to the best tech in the game. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the dribble. Now mind you, when you get the ball, there is a little, when you dash into the ball, there is like a tiny frame of a second where you cannot actually dribble. Let me show you. Like there, I was spamming Q, but I actually couldn't dribble. I'll rate it, like I said, a 7 out of 10. And let's get on to the next one. Now for this next tech, actually going to be the spam self pass. So all you want to do for this tech is look slightly down, and you just want to spam left click like this. You want to run, and when you're doing this, it actually makes it way harder for the enemy to get the ball. If you watch my videos, you see me do this a lot because it's a very usable and beginner friendly, easy tech to learn. Very helpful if you want to get past enemies, as if you're CF right here, ball's right here. If you're CF, you just walk right here, walk around them, and if they try and get it, you just dribble. Because with this one, you already have the ball, and so you can just dribble right after, and then that's a free goal. But that's going to be it for this dribble tech. I'm going to rate it a 7.5 out of 10. And here we go on to the next tech. Now for this next tech, if you watch my videos, you know I spam this tech till the day I die, and this tech is my favorite tech in the whole game, the header. Now this tech is very simple to learn. You can either do the high header, which most noobs use, but the normal header is also very like beginner friendly. Let me show you how to do the high header and the header I like. So for the high header, you obviously want to look up, hold, shoot, and track the ball and just jump and hit it. Now I don't use this tech because it's very easy to get stolen from if you don't time it right. As you can see, I'm not the best at timing it, as it can hit the floor and other enemies can steal it. But the good thing with this high header is that if you actually just, you know, time it over and over again, you actually get infinite headers. Like for the low header, like the one I always use, this one right here, you only get a max of 4, 2, 3, 4. But for this high header, you can actually get like as many as you want, and like if you hit them, that is. The low header right here, you only get a max of 4, like I already stated, 3, 4, and then if you try again, it'll just fall to the floor. And it also has a cooldown of like 3 seconds, I'm pretty sure. But this header, like, it's very good for getting past opponents. You can also dash into it to continue the header. And if you want a rainbow flick and dash, that's rainbow flick, dash, and then you also header from that. Let me show you real quick. Dash, and then hit that, and you can also start a header combo right there. And that's going to be it for this tech. This tech, I rated a 10 out of 10. I love this tech. This is my favorite tech in the whole game. But on to the next tech. Now, this tech right here is going to be called, I'm just going to call it like off the wall tech. Here it is right here. You just hit it off the wall and you keep running. Hit it off the wall, keep running. Hit it off the wall and you keep running. It's decently good for getting past opponents, and then you can shoot it. But I don't really use this tech because I don't see it like fit, because people, if they're like, the enemy's right there, you shoot it, they can just header it off, get the ball, and then pass it to a teammate. So I don't really use this tech. I'll have to rate this tech a 6 out of 10 for the sole reason that it's easily stealable from. That's all I have to say for this tech. Now let's get on to the next one. For this next tech, I know they just added it, but the tech I'm going to talk about is the Volley. Now, what I really have to say about this tech right here, it is beautiful. I don't know why people don't spam it as well as it could be spammed, as I don't spam it as much as I need to be spamming it. Volley, it's basically you get the ball, but you have to hold your shot before you get to it, and it'll play like a direct shot animation, and it sends the ball flying. Now, that's what people think the Volley really is. But if you actually look up and shoot it, oh, I didn't get it, my bad. Then it gets actually a far more distance. That is a lot of range, and that's without flow. Now, if I actually went ahead and popped my flow, it actually gives me increased strength, which is even better for this Volley. So let me just go. Wow, I wasn't even trying, and I already sent it that far. So I'm gonna just kick the ball, and then charge up a Volley, and let it rip. Now that's basically half the field. I started from 1/4 and went to 3/4, so that's like half the field. I need to use this Volley tech way more, as you can score it like off the wall. I'm not actually going to score it because it'll just restart the game, and so you can actually hit it off the wall, grab it, and then volley it. I think that's the most you can push the Volley tech. So I'm going to rate this tech an 8 out of 10. It wasn't a good extension, but like I feel like they could really improve it more, like give it a better animation or something, because this right here, that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. That's a mid animation. Insanely mid. But I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for the sole reason the animation is actually horrendously horrible. But yeah, on to the next tech. This next tech, I'm going to call it the slide cancel. And you actually just, it's literally how it sounds. You slide and you cancel it. In order to cancel it, you just kick. And so this is how it looks. But like if you want to get the ball further away, like say someone is chasing me, I kick the ball away and they're like right on me, so I just slide, and you can literally volley it. It's very, very helpful if you want to get away from people. And you just like, it's a cool little dash animation. I've actually had this done to me before, and it actually confuses me a lot. So I recommend y'all using this. I'll rate this tech a 8.5 out of 10, and I recommend y'all learning it. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is just dash and M1. You can hold it too for like a volley animation. If you want to stay at the intermediate level, I'd recommend just using it to get away from your enemies and just kick it away. Now, let's get on to the next tech. This next tech is an extension from the header. I like to call it the double header. You could also really extend it to a triple header. That's going to be really hard. Like, I can barely do that. I like to call myself good at the game. And so all you have to do really is a normal header, but instead of looking straight down and hitting it like this, you want to look slightly forward so that the ball like gets some good distance. And all you want to do is you want to header and dash. And so it'll like header, dash. Oh, I just did the triple one. Wow. All you want to do is you want to header it, and then after you header, dash, and it'll just do it. As you can see, I just did a double. But yeah, I'm surprised I actually just hit that header, that triple header on accident. But I just did it again. Wow. I'm just getting lucky when I'm recording. But when I was off screen, I was trying this, and I just get the ball stolen from me. I love it. But this tech is really good. You can trick opponents with it because they'll think you have to come back down, and then they'll steal from you. But really, the ball is actually going to be in the sky. Or you could also pass it to a teammate, like so. Pretend I have a teammate. Oh, I didn't even pass. Hold on. Like that. Now the ball is far away. And yeah, the enemy won't expect that. They'll try and slide, but the ball's already gone. So that's going to be it for the double header. Let's move on to the next tech. Alright, so for this next tech, I like to call it, my friend actually taught me this. I like to call it the like fake header, or like opposite direction header. How do I explain this? I look one way, and then I header like that. So let me just hit it. And then I'm looking that way, but I header it this way. So like I look this way, turn, and I header it that way. So now the enemy is going to think I kicked it, and they slide. And then I'm actually on the other side of the map. Or they'll just be lost and go the wrong way, which is what normally people do. But yeah, you just want to header and look the other way. My friend taught me this. I'd always get confused when he'd do it because I don't know if he's going to fake it or not. but if you actually do it and you get good at it, you can also like pretend like you're doing it, but really you don't. This tech is very nice. I'm going to rate this tech a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason I'm going to rate it at a 9.5 and not a 10 is because it's not certain that you land it. Like as you saw, I didn't land it all the time. It's pretty hard to get used to. At first when I started trying it out, it took me like, I'd say 5 minutes to master it. But it's a pretty easy tech and it helps a lot. On to the next tech. Now for this last one, it's not really a tech, it's more of a like trick. So this one is actually, you want to go in your settings. You want to go settings, and then you want to change your camera mode to camera toggle. Now this, if you hold, not hold, my bad, you don't have to be in control anymore. If you just right click, then you'll be in shift lock, as you can see, but your character is actually going to be able to move in all directions. But if I had it off and I moved it, I'm moving like this. So this one is actually very nice for confusing the enemy. I still need to get used to it, but it helps a lot. Like as you can see, I'm looking one way, like I'm looking over there. So if I hold it, and they'll think I'll click over there, but really I'll kick and it'll go back there. This is why this camera mode is actually so lethal, as I can just look places and no one's gonna know where I'm actually gonna shoot, because it's random. Like they won't know unless you're like the one using it. You're not gonna know who to play. This tech, I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10 as well, because it's solely random and you really can't do anything about it unless you're like really good at stealing the ball or you're an IQ, which I don't know why you're an IQ in 2025, but hey, that's your cup of tea. I really like this. I just need to get used to it because it's really overpowered if you really think about it. That's gonna be it for this tip. That's going to be the end of this video. As I said, it was going to be more of a quality, not quantity video. It's a short one, but I gave y'all lots and lots of information on how to boost and use the techs that I showed you and the best of their ability and how to really master them. Those are all the techs and tips I know. Y'all might be able to expand off of them and make even greater techs that I don't even know of. If you do, make sure to join my Discord server and DM me about it so I can include it in my next tips and tricks video for this update. I will also be dropping a video on Kunigami update / the Valentine's QOL update. That's dropping this Saturday. My time zone is going to drop at 10:30, so I'll try and get the update out that day through like 2 to 3 hours. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said in the intro, as we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month, I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel. It's free and you can unsubscribe if you happen to stop liking my content. This outro is also dragged on long enough. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you do, like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.